Well, you're taking a live look now at Hart Plaza, where in just a few hours we'll witness the unveiling of a new statue honoring the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It's a part of the Detroit chapter of the NAACP's June Jubilee. It's a celebration of the 60th anniversary of Dr. King's march down Woodward Avenue. Now, I was there yesterday as that statue was being delivered for the ceremony. The work is a lasting reminder of Detroit's role in Dr. King's push for America to live up to the words of the country's founding documents, that we're all created equal. And the man whose hands created the sculpture has a message for Detroit and the world.
As humans, we like to create.
Utah sculpture artist Stanley Watts creates by carving, peeling, and trimming blocks of sculpting clay, giving shape to casts for life-size bronzes honoring giants of American history. Giants like civil rights legend Rosa Parks and journalist and educator Ida B. Wells.
It makes it look more full.
You spend 90% of your time looking at your subject and 10% actually making it.
Studying the fine features that bring the characters to life, the shape of the cheeks.
Following the shape this way, and then following it this way.
The subtle contour of the face.
This, that.
Watts has been sculpting what he calls monuments with meaning for 40 years. And rather than compete with other artists for scarce commissions, he says he bet on himself, creating art and then finding a market for his work.
And if I did a good job, then I would sell it. So it put the pressure on me to do something.
Something that can stir the soul, art that can spark conversation, stillness that can capture a moment. Watts recalls when a 7-year-old boy visited his workshop in the King sculpture. It was a chance to see if his work really was a snapshot of the civil rights leader, all by asking a simple question.
What does he look like he's saying? I. And he said, I what? I have a dream. He's speaking without words.
Well, after the casts are complete and the metal is set, it's time to construct the larger-than-life pieces of the larger-than-life figures. Whether it's America's founding fathers who wrote the solemn words of the Constitution, or the second generation of America's founders who called on the country to live up to that revolutionary spirit, Watts feels the weight of it all.
Just using Dr. King's name, you have a responsibility to make it better than you could do.
He says he knows his work will last long after its dedication in Detroit and long after he himself is gone.
In 500 years, Dr. King will still be saying, I have a dream.
He wants those who cast eyes on the man he cast in metal to never lose sight of King's life's work and King's life sacrificed.
I want them feeling the fulfillment of his dream 60 years ago, which was to be treated and respected equally.
Now, the statue will make its debut in Detroit later this morning. That special ceremony will take place at 10 a.m. This is all a part of the Detroit chapter of the NAACP's June Jubilee. And don't forget, we'll have live coverage of the 60th anniversary of Dr. King's Freedom Walk in Detroit with our special coverage, June Jubilee, a celebration of freedom. It begins tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.